Hi everyone, welcome to In the Mix. Today we have Colin Diaz from the Culver City Chamber, and I'm so excited that you're here today because we've talked about you, we've talked about the Chamber all on our show, and today our audience actually gets to meet you. So that's quite exciting. So why don't we start by telling me a little bit about yourself, how you got here.
Wonderful. I appreciate being on the show. It is true, it's been awesome looking the last few weeks and seeing our members on the show and hearing great things about the Chamber, and you guys have always been a great support as a Chamber member as well. I don't know if relatively new works for Culver City. I've been in the area now for almost 11 months as the president and CEO of the Chamber, and really love this community, and wanted to take a second to specifically applaud you and the work you're doing, because having a platform for members and just people in the community is fantastic, and your following is growing. So
It's growing.
I kind of feel like the fan that's now on the other side of the camera, so that's nice.
Well, good, and we're so happy that you're here. And tell me what you used to do before you came to our city.
Perfect.
Tell me a little bit about what your resume looked like.
So I've been in the Chamber world for, I guess most recently for 5 years. I've been around the Chamber industry for about 15, 16 years. Ran a PR, social media branding company that I had for a few years, and that led to me working for another community, which was night and day difference. Great community, but it was commercial manufacturing. At 5:30, the entire community left. And here, as you know, obviously it's much different. You've got people that are working in the community that live here, and it's just a great.
Yeah. Do you find that a lot, like in the businesses that are members of the Chamber? Do you find a lot of them work and live here?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
What percentage do you think? Not to put you on the spot.
No, not at all. No. 17. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know exactly. I would say it's a heavy majority, though.
Heavy majority. Okay.
Specifically, I mean, if I think of those that are the most active that I see on a day-to-day basis, it's often that I will go to a business during the day, and then on the way home I'll stop at a grocery store or stop at an event, and I see someone there and they're there with their kids. So, people have fully planted roots in the community, which has been,
Right.
just awesome.
It really has been. When you grow up and live here in Culver City, or even when you move in here, even if you've lived here only for a little short amount of time, it is a very community-oriented city. So when you have your residents and then you have your business community, it's great to meld the two together. And as we've learned on this segment, that there are so many different wonderful businesses out there that serve our community so well and our citizens here. So it's been a great learning experience for me, because some of these businesses I didn't even know existed. So it's been wonderful. So now tell me, since you've taken over, what do you see as some of the things that you'd like to change or implement here in our city?
Well, I'd say, this is our 97th year, so the Chamber's been around for quite a long time. The city just celebrated its centennial in 2017, so fairly lockstep as far as how long the Chamber's been around, and so there's a lot of great things. Obviously, if you've been around for that long, you've had to do some things correct, and I just look forward to building on encompassing the entire community. We've got a huge growth of new businesses in the tech sector and small businesses, and bringing them to the table as part of this conversation and what makes our community great. So look forward to continuing on that, and to be honest, you've inspired a lot of how we can go about spotlighting our members, so that's been great.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Any little bit that we can do to help is great. If you're out there and you want to come on our segment and showcase your business and do some promotion, please contact us. Is there anybody who has any questions?
Could you let us know how the Chamber helps business owners?
Oh, very good question.
So I'll kind of go high level. It's different for different businesses, but recognition and exposure. So we offer marketing opportunities and networking. Oftentimes it's advocacy. So whether it's a piece of legislature that may affect your business, how fast you're able to grow, how you're able to work with employees or things of that nature, and then also relationships. So we are a pretty strong connective piece in the community. So whether it's connecting to a product or service that helps you do business, or connecting you to, the golden goose referral source, if you will. So it's a little bit different for all members, but
and also just startup. Like,
Yep.
If you have questions as you're starting your business, it's a really great place to go and get questions answered that you wouldn't have, you wouldn't be able to contact certain agencies that would keep you on the phone, or you'd have to do some research on websites and things. You can call the Chamber of Commerce and they will help you with a lot of those. I know I had to call on some things, but it's been great any other questions?
I have one.
Yes?
What are some industries in Culver City that are not represented by the chamber?
Right now, there's not one specifically, but I would say, I mentioned it a little while ago, the tech community is one that is growing, and we are, as currently, membership standpoint, they're not as large a portion of our membership as they are of the business community. I would say split. If you're looking at our membership, a lot of times people think that the chamber are just big businesses, and we do have a lot of the big businesses in the community, but we've got a lot of small family-owned, mom and pop, if you will,
Yes.
type locations. I would say more geographically, like there's businesses along West Washington that we probably have not as many in that area, and that's one of the goals that I have. So just an equal representation of the entire business community. I think as a chamber, our goal is always to be a great reflection of the entire community of business. So we're always open to connecting with all the businesses that are out there and hopefully addressing any concerns they have or helping them achieve their goals.
So maybe we should tell them about some of the ways that they can join us. So one of the ways you can find out about it is some of the mixers that we
Very true.
have. So why don't you tell them how
So
often?
the third Wednesday, and then I'm going to give you a date, and you're going to say that that's not the third Wednesday, but traditionally the third Wednesday we have a Good Morning Culver City, which is a breakfast networking opportunity. Get to meet fellow business owners, business marketers, different fields, if you will, and that's usually 7:30 to 9 in the morning. This month, because of holiday, we're going to be meeting next Wednesday, so that's the 12th, the second Wednesday. And then at the end of the month, usually the fourth Wednesday of the month, we have an evening mixer, which is our business after hours. From a format standpoint, it's very informal, but it's an opportunity also to connect with those in the community. Oftentimes you'll get people from city departments as well that may come to these events. And
those the after hour mixers, aren't those sometimes hosted by different businesses?
They definitely
So
are.
that's another way you can showcase your business as well,
Yep.
right?
So, for example, we were just at Lucky's, which previously was Dear John's. We've gone to phase 2. We've been kind of all over the place. And to Rafi's point, if you are interested in hosting one, definitely reach out to us. Our website, www.culvercitychamber.com. There's a lot of information there. But truly, there's one of the great things I can say is I'm pretty open to at least exploring new things. We're not sitting here saying that we've got all the answers. Our great business community oftentimes comes up with suggestions. So if I'm, shamelessly plugging a few future events coming up on.
Yes, please
These
shamelessly plug them.
Yeah. So we've got our Women in Business, which if you look through Southern California, outside of maybe Business Journal and a couple of other entities, we're one of the few that spotlight the accomplishments of women. And so we had a nomination process that went on earlier in the year, and each year we spotlight 4 women to honor. This year's event is October 18th at the Doubletree, so from 11:30 to 1:30.
It's a lunch.
A lunch, yes.
Yeah, it's a lunch.
And there's information on our website about that. Our business expo, and I'm bringing this to you live, so no one else knows this yet outside of our office,
Wonderful.
is November 15th. It's officially minted. We will be at Veterans Auditorium. I will say this, if you've never attended the expo, you should come out. And those that have attended in the past and those that had a booth, we are doing so many different things this year.
November
Definitely.
15th?
November 15th is a Thursday.
Yeah, so that used to be in June. but
Correct. So we've switched it up a little bit. We've revamped it a little bit, and it'll be indoors. So, if we happen to get one of the 5 days of rain that we get in California, you guys should still be able to come out.
That's right. I think I went to it last year in the auditorium, and it was really nice.
Yep.
Yeah, got to meet a few different people that I had not known about their businesses, so that was great. I'll be looking forward to that. Any other questions out there?
Yes.
Yes.
Does the chamber have any outreach programs that help young people become entrepreneurs?
That is a great question. Currently, we will work on a case-by-case basis, but it's not the first time someone's asked that question, and we're in the process of starting a program that'll essentially be entrepreneur / startup businesses, so kind of like an incubator support program. I would love whoever posed that question. I know it was from Instagram. If you just go to Culver City Chamber and send that to us as a DM, I'd love to connect with you and make sure that you guys are in the loop on that as well.
Perfect. That's great. Well, any other questions, please feel free to keep asking. And Colin, anything else that you want to add? I mean, we have a really great community. I'm really happy that you're here. I know that for the last 11 months that you've been here, I've really enjoyed working with you. So anybody out there who wants to join the chamber, he's a great guy. He's got a great team of support there too. Lots of great ambassadors. We've had a few of his ambassadors on here as well. And if you have any questions at all, they're located also on Sepulveda in the Westfield Shopping Center.
Easiest way to say is if you've been to Best Buy before, when you come into the mall, we're right next door. But give us a call or go onto our website. I'm more than happy to connect with you. I did forget one other event. October 30th, which is a Tuesday, from 6 to 8, we have a State of the District event that we're partnering with the school district on. So that'll be, you kind of want to look at what is going on in the district, but also at the same time how business and education, where that cross section is. We have that event coming up as well.
And is that during the day?
6 to 8 p.m.
6 to 8, okay. Perfect. Great. So today, and then we also wanted to touch base a little bit about our kindness movement as well. So now you've met Colin, who I've been talking about all this time. Next time I'm going to bring on Jim Clark for our kindness movement as well. But in any case, please join the Culver City Kind group as well. And we are growing strong. We've been doing all kinds of great things. This is also part of that, being kind of a business to business relationship, growing, showing some kindness to each other. And it's been really fabulous. Fantastic.
And kudos, I don't know if anybody mentioned it, but at Fiesta La Leona, which was just a few weeks ago, I ran into so many different people with their beautifully painted rocks, which is, great. And I mentioned to you earlier at my daughter's school today in Culver City, the principal mentioned about students that are highlighting acts of kindness. So it's growing and expanding in the city, which is awesome.
It's growing. We can only do, positive vibes to keep this all going, and it's great. And I've been actually posting about good vibes and positive vibes all week, and it's really amazing the power of your mind and how it really works, and just that little change of getting that negativity out of there and putting that positive, it can really improve a lot of everything that goes on in your daily life.
I agree with that 100%.
Absolutely. So today I'm making a drink for Colin that is old school. I'm making a tequila sunrise.
Very nice.
And I've highlighted a few pieces of jewelry here that basically go into those kind of colors because it's almost getting to be fall here. You wouldn't know it from outside. But I thought it would be a great way to bring, since we said goodbye to summer last weekend, right? So we're trying to get into the fall kind of mode of thinking. So I've highlighted all these colors. I put some raw gems over here, and these are some lemon topaz, orange carnelian, and rubies. and they make a really nice assortment of tequila sunrise colors.
I'll have to definitely bring my wife in for the jewelry.
Oh, yes. And by the way, if you want to come on the show, we also give you a gift certificate just to come on the show. So, you know, it's no cost to you. You come on, and if you don't drink, it's all right too, because we do non-alcoholic drinks as well. I don't drink. So we'll get to making some drink here for Colin, and we're going to start with some orange juice.
And let me know if you want to put me to work at all.
No, you're our guest. You get to sit back and enjoy a drink.
Not a bad way to end a Friday.
Right? So you just put some OJ in there, and I've got some tequila Hornitos. This one smells pretty good.
Yep.
And do you want a big or a little?
We'll do a little.
Yeah. Most people opt for the little at this hour. So you're just going to put that in there, and you can mix it a little bit before you put the grenadine in there, because once you put the grenadine in there, you don't really want to mix it so you get that beautiful color. And you're just going to put a splash.
That runs through, right?
Uh-huh. Oh, it's looking beautiful already. And then I'm going to top it off with a maraschino cherry.
Very
And
nice.
look at how beautiful that is. Can you guys see? And Colin's gonna taste it. It's a tequila sunrise. And let me just make sure you don't get any of that grenadine on you. So thank you for joining us today. I've showcased some fall jewelry with the orange carnelian. Do you like the drink?
Very good.
He likes it. And I've been here for a long time. I've actually been in business for about 18 years. So, and then my daughter also joined my business. So now she's been here, and we do Vita Kush over there on the. She designs that, and I design this one, and sometimes we overlap. But it's great. We're a mom and pop business too, you know, sort of family owned business, and we really love all of you guys out there. So please, if you want to come on the show or contact Colin at the chamber, let us know.
Have one last plug.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
Go ahead.
You just brought up a good point. I know, you know, when we go to next month and we're in November, or I guess not next month, 2 months, and we're in November, Small Business Saturday, everybody pushes the shop local.
Mm-hmm.
I would love, if we're talking at this time next year, that the Culver City community embraced shop local every day and shop local. You know, there are so many services here locally that, to your point, a lot of people don't know exist, and so I would say take an extra second and look for someone local to do business with instead of possibly going out of the city for those services. So.
And we do save all these videos, and we did start a YouTube channel, so you can find all of our videos on there. If you've wanted to go back and talk to somebody that, I know I was approached a lot this last weekend about some of the people who've been on before, but you can find all of those videos sort of archived over there on YouTube as well as on our Facebook. Thank you for watching, everyone. Have a great Friday. Bye.
Bye.